account, it's easy to get one. The free account is what I'm going to be talking about. You can get a school district-wide account. I've looked it up. It might be more, it might be less, but it looks like it's $6,000 per school. What it looked like to me that it gave you that the free doesn't is it shows you how many minutes each student uses on an article. So it kind of shows you, hey, they read it. You know, is it worth that money? Maybe to some people, maybe not. There's probably some other bells and whistles too, but as I was researching, that's all that I have. But everything I'm going to show you today is free. So we're going to get started right now and look at what Newsela looks like now. If you used it before, it just looks a little bit different. It's not a lot different, but they've added some additional items that I really like, and I think that you will too. So if you log in, I'm already logged in, but you will get this screen and you will see AZ is where my account is, and the same would be for you. And I'm just going to jump in. The easiest way for me to use Newsela is to search. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to click search. And I have two family and consumer science teachers on here. So let's see what happens when I put that in. And of course, you do not have to search by subject. You can search by content that you are actually looking for. So when you do that, it's going to give you articles, text sets, video, which is something new we'll look at. It gives you a lot of different options. You can scroll through and look for all kinds of content. But if you know what you're going to be teaching, I would be more specific in my searching. I'm just going to click on this first one, the structure of the food web. So what you do to look at the article is you just click on it. There are some new options added. The first new option is present. So if you choose present, that is where you would read it aloud with your class. You could also look at the activities on the side, pull up the writing prompt and have them write that. You can also do the quiz together. You could have them put it on paper, or you could even do marker boards and have them write the letters, however you wish to do that. So that's one option if you want to do it out loud class. It also now reads aloud. This is new.
Consume or be consumed, breaking down the structure of a food web by National Geo.
It is a robot, but hey, it's a great thing to use. I'm so excited they added that. You can also, my favorite is print. So if you click print, this is where it's going to be able to be printed and handed out to your students. A lot of people use this for their substitutes. So if you print, you can print by article only. You can print by article and quiz, which is the one I'm going to select. This is the one you want to print for your students because it does not have the answers. So make sure if you're printing, you choose the one that doesn't have the answers. Now you can see by looking at my screen, it's 7 pages long. And the pictures look good, but if you're printing it off and you're using it for a substitute or in class, you want to save some paper, just copy and paste the words and the quiz at the bottom, and you're going to save yourself some paper and printing there as well. So of course you do have the digital example and way to do that as well, but sometimes everybody likes to print things off as well. So I also want you to notice at the top, there's something that says max. This is actually where you can choose the reading level of the article. So this is set at maximum, which is 1200, and Lexile, a 1200 is going to be an 11th grade reading level. Pretty much average Americans read on the 8th grade level. You might be able to get that for some of your students with one click. You can change it. So I can take it from an 11th grade level. I can click 590. 590 is going to be 4th grade level. So it's going to drop it down. What happens with that is the text is less. The vocabulary, lower level. But when you think about having an article read by a student reading on 11th grade level, and you have an article for a student who reads on a 3rd grade level, now you're making it where everybody finishes at the same time. So I love that. And what I'm going to do in just a minute is I'm going to share in the chat box the Lexile levels, so that way you can have that to look at if you're not familiar with each of those levels. So I really like that as well. Now, if you are using Google Classroom, it also connects to Canvas and Schoology. This is where you would assign the assignment. You're just going to click assign. And then you do have to title it. I'm just going to say zoo because I remember the zebra. You can pick the level that you want of the content. Now, I have classes in mine already, but I'm going to show you how to do that. But I can assign to a class. I can give the student instructions of what I want them to do. And then I'm ready to click assign. So I didn't pick a class. So then you can just pick any of your classes. I'm going to create a class and show you guys how to do that as well. So it's pretty easy to be able to assign it to them as well. So I'm going to go back to Newsela content. And the way you do that is just click on the blue Newsela. And I want to show you some other things it has to offer besides just articles. Something that is new is interactive video. And with the interactive video, if you've ever seen Edupuzzle before, where you can pull a video in that you create or a video that you find on YouTube and add questions, Newsela has added that. So on the left, interactive videos, what I'm going to choose, then you can search whatever content that you're looking for. I'm just going to grab this first one, click on the interactive video, and you can see how it mirrors Edupuzzle. Already done. So you don't have to worry about making the video and doing the questions. And if you speed it up, you can do that as well. Another thing that I like as an option that they've added is the kids can slow the video down or they can speed it up. They can rewind if they didn't pay attention to answer the question. And again, you have reading levels of the questions that you can pick. So interactive video is something new that they added that I really like. They also just have videos that you might want to look through and use as well. What I really love about Newsela is that it's all content that is recent and relevant to the life that we're living right now. One last thing I want to share is text sets. So I'm going to go back to search just because it's real simple for me just to put that in the search, text sets. And again, you're going to look specifically for your content. I'm just going to grab this text set by science. What text sets has done is when you choose a text set, I'm just going to grab this one. It gives you the articles just like you've seen before, but the new twist on it is it gives you a complete lesson plan. And that lesson plan even has that famous essential question. So if you're not feeling like you want to write an essential question, if you choose text sets in Newsela, it's already done for you. So there's the complete lesson plan, the articles you should have to read. It's all there together on the same subject. So the last piece I want to show you is how to create a class so that you can see how simple it is. There's lots of different ways to do it, but the easiest one to me is to go to where your name is, click the arrow, choose settings. You can see it all pops up. I'm going to choose classes. And all you have to do is hit the blue button to create a class. I can name the class name. I can say the grade, pick the subject. My class is instantly created. If you look at the bottom, you can connect your Google Classroom, Clever, Canvas, ClassLink, and Schoology. And the way that you add students to your classes is just click Students. And then I made Zoom 3. So to add students, it pops up. There's the link. That's all they need to join the class. Or they can just log into Newsela as a student and put in the code. So teachers and students can both use this to a point for free. So that's always a great possibility. If nothing else, you can always use it for those articles and print the quizzes out. So I'm going to click in the chat that link I promised you that has all of the Lexile levels in case some of you need that. Look, it's 9 minutes again. I'm so glad you both joined me. Any questions from either one of you guys? Okay, well, good to see you. Have a great afternoon. Holler if you want to do more with Newsela. Thank you.